It's officially fall. This means cooler weather, layers of clothes, pumpkin spice lattes, and most importantly, Halloween! Halloween might look a little different this year for many of us. There's sure to be plenty of opportunities to spend money. But if your circumstances have changed recently, it's going to be even more important than ever to watch your finances. Don't you worry guys, I've got you covered with all of the elements to doing Halloween on a budget. Coming up. Hi guys, I'm Sergey with Money Under Control. We help people start saving money, get out of debt, and achieve their financial goals. Today, I'm covering part 2 in my Halloween series. For many Americans, Halloween acts as the unofficial kickoff to spending season. According to the National Retail Federation, Halloween spending reached $8.8 billion in 2019. But with a little bit of creativity, opportunities to spend translate into opportunities to save. But before I can go over that, however, I should probably get rid of the toys that my daughter has left lying around. Alright, where is my wand? Toyos, disappear! Well, that didn't work as I expected. Time to go back to Hogwarts. If you guys haven't done so yet, hit that subscribe button and the bell next to it. You'll get notified every time I release another video with a fresh portion of budgeting and money saving tips. Let me ask you this guys, when you think about Halloween, what is the first thing that comes to your mind? Odds are it's candy, costumes, decorations, or parties, right? There are a lot of opportunities to do Halloween on a budget for all 4 of these. Let's start with the easiest one, candy. As soon as Halloween candy hits the shelves, many of us buy a big mixed bag. But why do we do this? Do we think that the stores are going to run out? Spoiler alert, they won't. The candy will still be on the shelves come November 1st. That brings me to my first tip, and I'm not gonna sugarcoat it for you guys. Do not buy candy super early. Let's be honest, you or someone in your house is most likely going to eat it, and then you'll end up having to buy more. My next tip goes hand in hand with not buying candy too early. You also want to stay away from buying it in bulk. Like I said, Halloween is most certainly going to look different this year. Many towns might not even have trick-or-treating. If this is the case, you're going to have spent a bunch of money on candy for no reason. It's best if you try and figure out exactly how much candy you'll need for Halloween this year and commit to buying that amount. When it comes to doing Halloween on a budget, where you buy your candy can make all the difference. I've talked about how much I love Aldi before, so it'll come to you as no surprise that it's my #1 go-to for Halloween candy as well. Their prices are pretty reasonable and they have all the name brands. I know, buying generic is such a great budgeting hack, but while it's true, one way that I actually don't recommend doing Halloween on a budget is by purchasing generic candy. That's a one-way ticket to being known as the house trick-or-treaters and party guests want to skip. But there are plenty of other Halloween goodies that we definitely recommend buying generic, such as paper plates, party snacks, plastic cutlery, and so on. Now that we've covered candy, let's go to the next important element of Halloween, costumes. Just because you're doing Halloween on a budget doesn't mean that your costume has to be lame. The good news is that you've still got plenty of time to figure out who or what exactly your costume is going to be, and even do it yourself if you want. However, keep in mind that DIY isn't always the cheapest option when you figure in cost of materials and time. I've saved money on costumes over the years by just shopping some good deals online or catching the discount stores earlier than other shoppers. Sometimes you can even come up with something really great just by getting creative with clothes that you already have in your closet and with the help of Pinterest. Which brings us to parties. We're all wondering what the heck Halloween parties are going to look like this year. Let's start with the good news. Social distancing is probably going to make doing Halloween on a budget a little bit easier, since you'll probably going to invite less people. This means you'll be spending less money. The bad news is that bobbing for apples is definitely not on the list of approved activities anymore. However, Just because parties will be different doesn't mean that we all still can't have fun. If you're hosting, you'll just need to make a couple small tweaks to make your guests feel comfortable while enjoying the festivities. And luckily, all of these hacks can also be done in a cost-effective manner. The first way parties will be a little different this year is the greeting of guests. Touching is out, but how to make guests still feel welcome without a hug or even a handshake? Sure, you can make some cool signs, but paper and printing materials can get costly. And we're trying to do Halloween on a budget here, right? If you're a parent, you've likely already got the ultimate supplies for this. Get your guests a warm welcome by writing a Halloween-themed message with some sidewalk chalk. If you don't already have chalk, you can definitely get it at any discount or dollar store. So we've covered welcoming guests. But what about once they've entered the party area? How can we ensure that guests know where to hang out? Get balloons and place them at 6-foot increments. This way, people will know exactly where to stand, sit, or put their chairs. And you've done all the social distancing work for them. You can get assorted balloons at your local dollar store. You can probably even find Halloween-themed balloons. Alright, your guests are in, they know where to hang out, now they're going to start looking around. Decorations are also important. Part 1 in my Halloween series is all about Halloween decorations on a budget. I've put the link in the top right corner so you guys can check it out. Now that guests know where they're going to sit, let's cover the only topic that anyone cares about at a party: refreshments. I highly recommend going generic on many of your party refreshments and other items. From sodas to chips and dip to cutlery, this will save you quite a bit of money since many of these items are taken out of the containers or bags before your guests ever see them. You can feel good about doing Halloween on a budget while keeping your guests fed and happy. Let's go over our Halloween on a budget checklist. Candy? Check. Costumes? Check. Party that doesn't break the bank and looks good and keeps everyone appropriately socially distanced? Check. Even though Halloween is going to look different this year, that doesn't mean that you won't be able to have fun while still sticking to your budget. Following this guide will make sure of that. Thank you for watching this video, guys. If you found it helpful, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more videos about saving money, budgeting tips, and reaching your financial goals. Let me know in the comments below what are your tricks to do Halloween on a budget. I would love to hear from you guys. See you next time. Bye!